Okay, so we're going to start with your stretch. So setting up, let me just tilt that a little bit forwards. Okay, so lying down with your legs bent and feet around fist width apart, knees around fist width apart, and just take a little tilt back and forth of the pelvis and find that neutral position where the hip bones and the pubic bone create a triangle that's parallel to the floor, and there's just a little bit of space underneath the lower back. And we're going to start actually with those ankle rotations. So lengthen the left leg out, draw the right knee in, interlace the hands around the knee or behind if that doesn't feel comfortable, and just go with circles in the ankles. So you're keeping the knee and the lower leg, keeping everything else stable and just really exploring that mobility, that range of movement in the ankle joint, and then change direction. And just breathing as you do that. So I know it's your left ankle is a little bit stickier, so, but still, just staying with that right ankle. From here, bend the left leg, place the right ankle onto the left knee. So we have this nice figure 4 stretch. And we're going to draw that left knee in, interlace the hands behind the left thigh, and just curl the toes of the right foot back towards the right knee. And you're feeling that stretch into that right glute and into the lower back. Keep the shoulders and the head on the floor and just breathe. So breathing, just trying to lengthen and deepen the breaths. So with that, trying to deepen the breaths, think about holding the breath for about 10. Oh, sorry, not holding, doing about 10 breaths. Okay, just inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose or the mouth, whichever feels better for you. And then from here, I'm going to release that left foot down and we're going into happy baby pose. So taking the right arm inside the right knee and holding onto the little toe edge of the right foot, drawing the knee towards the armpit, drawing the shoulder towards the mat. Ankle is above the knee and sole of the foot is open towards the mat. And just feeling that openness now into the back of the knee, around the hip. And again, breathing. To look at my notes here. What's next? So we're going from happy baby pose now. We're going to release that down, roll over onto your side, catch the foot, draw the heel towards the bum, and maybe if you like, bring the heel to the bum. I'll turn over so you can see me. I should have done it this way around. But just maybe bring the heel to the front of the knee and just feel that nice strong stretch into the front of the quad or into the quad, the front of the thigh. And again, staying with that. Aiming for 10 breaths, but it depends on how much time you have in your hands. So eventually holding these stretches for a minute. And then releasing here, you're going to take your strap and place the strap around the ball of the foot. Again, think of that neutral position and lengthen that left leg out. So you're not hanging on for dear, oh, thank you, hanging on for dear life here. You're comfortable, kind of a bit of tension in the arms, but the shoulders are resting onto the mat. And try to keep that neutral position so you're not just pressing the lower back into the mat. Now try pressing the heel towards the ceiling and feel that stretch into the calf. And try and engage the quad. We've just been stretching that out, but just to try and create that length into the back of the thigh. And then switching the straps to the right hand, we're still on the right leg, and open that right leg out to the side. So I'm just allowing it now, the wall has got in the way, to rest against the wall, but feeling that nice stretch into the inner thigh, keeping that left hip anchored to the mat, and breathing. And then take that leg back to center, switch the straps to the other hand, the left hand, and keep the right arm down, just keep it anchored, and just bring the leg across the body. So not allowing the hip to lift, or even just allowing it to lift a little bit. So feeling that stretch now into the outside of the hip, as we were talking about there, maybe feeling it, just that IT band, you might even feel it below the knee there. We're trying to keep the trunk anchored, and then taking it back to center and taking it down. Good. So we'll lengthen that right leg out, draw that left knee in. Feel free to hold behind the knee if that feels better. And then circle that left foot at the ankle. Pablo, why are you scratching yourself so much? That's it. So with your left ankle, it's that one that might be a little bit stickier. So really taking it nice and slowly, getting as big a range of movement as you can, maybe going for 8 or 10 in each direction. Nice mobile ankles. And then take the left ankle to the right knee and draw that right knee in towards you, curling the left toes back towards the knee. Make sure the knee feels comfortable for you here. Trying to keep those hips on the mat, and just feeling that stretch into the left glute, around the left hips. Hip. Try and keep that knee, the right knee, over the right hip. So I just noticed that my knee was starting to draw over. So try and keep those in alignment. And then place the right foot down. Take the left hand inside, left arm inside the left knee to the little toe edge, the outside of the left foot. Happy baby pose, opening up into the back of the thigh. Feel that stretch around the hip, into the back of the leg. And then release. Rolling over onto your side, so the left leg is on top. And just pushing the hips forward a little bit, making sure the knee isn't above the hip. So think really of the ankle, the knee, and the hip all being in alignment. And feeling that nice, strong stretch into the front of the quad. Maybe bringing the right heel up, just pushing it against the top of the knee to feel the stretch into the quad. And then release, roll over, take the strap, place the ball of the left foot into the strap. You can keep this leg bent or lengthen it out. Try and keep the spine in neutral, and you're looking for that stretch into the back of the hand, into the back of the thigh, so into the hamstring. Think of drawing the thigh bone into the hip joint, pushing the ball of the foot into the strap, heel towards the ceiling. Shoulders stay nice and flat on the floor. Head is on the floor. And then take the straps to the Left hand, open that leg out to the left. Try and keep that right hip anchored to the mat, the right shoulder, so you can bring this arm a little bit more open. And then take that leg back up and take it across the body. So you're not going too far here, just feeling that stretch into the outside of the leg. We're not going for a big twist into the back or anything. And then come back to center, release the foot and hug the knees into the chest. Just take a little rock from side to side, feeling that little massage into the back. Stretch into the lower back. And then you're done.